Kevin Samuels was all the way right. I know that sounds fucked up coming from me because I was never a Kevin Samuels fan, but he was 100% right. And let me explain to you why. Yesterday, I posted on my Facebook, I shared a post, and it says, "Men do not fetishize hood rats like women fetishize hood dudes." It's not even close. And man, the shit started, right? 100% shit started. It was crazy because the very first thing that came about was, "Oh, you got a white wife. You talking about this." It never said black women. It never said black men. But let's be real, right? That ticked off a whole bunch of women, and the lack of accountability came through strongest fuck. So the conversations, we started having legitimate conversation, right? We're talking about how this is true. Like dudes might smash a hood chick, but we ain't out here wifing them, right? And there's a difference between smashing a hood chick and not. But these chicks can be doctors, lawyers, business owners, whatever. They'll still take a hood cat, go grill, all that. No disrespect to the hood cats. Shit, if they want y'all, they can have y'all, right? But that conversation went nuts. It turned into 300 fucking comments on my Facebook page, right? And some of these comments were crazy. So it spun off into personal shit. "Oh, you got a white wife, this, that, and the other." I'm like, "Hey, that ain't got shit to do with this, but we can talk about that too." And it became the no other race of men talk about hating their women, and nobody's talking about hating black women. What I'm seeing today is people are wanting to hold black women accountable for the choices they're making. That's that's just it's okay. Black men need to be held accountable too. All people do. But the moment we start trying to hold women accountable, it becomes forget the message. Let's attack the messenger. And I'm the wrong one. The shaming shit don't work on me. It just don't work. So we can do that shit all day, right? So I'm going back and forth with chicks, and they're talking about the sexy red and the city girls and this shit. I'm like, do you understand the image that that is portraying? Do you understand the impact and the just the negative lifestyle that's putting on these young women? Right? It's breeding women. It's going to breed women who are going to be single moms, who are going to be unwed mothers, who are going to be single, right? Single with children. And it's going to raise that. It's going to keep that fucking cycle going of these not shit men. And I'm going to touch on that too, right? Because they're asking me, "Well, why are you not trying to be hard on the guys who don't take care of the responsibilities?" We are hard on those fucking dudes. But let's be honest. If you have a kid and you don't take care of your kid, there's nothing I can say as a stranger to you to make you want to do more than your own flesh and blood makes you want to fucking do. If you can wake up every morning and not give a fuck about your kid, there's nothing another man can say to you that's gonna make you do better. Because you have the most incentive in the world. So let's skip that shit. Let's talk about the real shit. Let's talk about them not picking the right man. So I'm having a conversation with somebody, and we reference a friend of mine. She's like, "All right, he's short, he looks weird, he sounds funny, he's a beta, this, that, and the other." And then she continues and says, "There's no man available that want to take care of home and this, that, and the other." I'm like, "Shit, you just mentioned one of my homies that would love to be a husband, would love to be a father, wants to be a provider, wants to be a protector, but he's not the alpha." Let's be real. There's not too many of us. And as an alpha, you can't have an alpha without betas, right? You can't have a leader without followers. And if everybody wants the leader, y'all gonna have to share him. That's just the shit that it is. But you don't want to. They want to have that conversation. So anyway, we're going back and forth, right? Me and several fucking women because they're taking the message and attacking the messenger. And again, I'm the wrong one. Shit don't matter to me, right? So we going ham, you know what I'm saying, back and forth at it. And I'm listening and I'm looking and I'm like, damn, Kevin Samuels was right. I'm struggling with that admission, but I'm gonna give points where points are due, right? And I'm just continuing to listen and look at the shit and go back and forth. And I'm realizing there's the moment we start trying to place accountability on a woman for behaving properly, and specific women, I'm not gonna say all, but let's be real, they start to attack you. And I love it because this the shit I live for. Right. So we're going round and round and we start having legitimate conversations about, is this a good lifestyle? Is the city girls lifestyle, is it detrimental to young women? Right? Of course it's detrimental to young women. But we want to make sure that we don't have our young black men and women or our young black children grow up in this with this mindset that being hood is the optimal thing. So they're arguing with me, and I'm having a conversation with another one. She's like, "Well, you must not be from the hood if you don't understand that just because you're a certain age doesn't mean you don't live a hustler's lifestyle. You still don't have some illegal activities." I'm like, "Shit, I'm from the streets. Right? I did all that dumb shit that y'all that for some reason still fucking like. I'm damn near 50, right? So are all the men that y'all talking about. There's no legitimate reason to fuck with a grown man, right? That is that is still selling drugs. That shit ends one or two ways: prison or the cemetery. And if it happens to end in the cemetery, or it happens to end in prison, and you had a baby, now you're raising that kid by himself. Let's just say you get the drug dealer that doesn't get caught, that doesn't go to jail, that doesn't get killed. You're going to allow your children to grow up watching this grown ass man break the law. What do you think your young, especially your young boys, are going to do? And then if you have a young lady that you're raising, she's going to want that same kind of dude. Y'all both not going to get lucky. So we all know where the drug dealing or the criminal lifestyle ends. Let's just we got to stop bullshit. As black men and black women, we know this shit ends in death or in prison. That's where you always got your exceptions, but we don't live on exceptions. Those are exceptions to the rule, not the standard, not the norm. So I go back to Kevin Samuels. I was not a Kevin Samuels follower. Follower. I'm still not, right? And rest in peace, no disrespect. I just didn't subscribe to the shit because I came from a different generation and I wasn't dating these people out here. So now that I'm looking at this shit from the outside, or somewhat from the inside now, because I've dug into it, right? It's just some totally different shit. So I'm going back and forth with women, and I asked one. I said, "Well, do you encourage your daughter or your son to live a hood rat or hoodoo lifestyle?" Absolutely not. I said, "Then why are we arguing about this shit?" It's the accountability, right? When we tell them the truth, they rebut. And again, and this is I don't give a fuck who gets mad. This is the problem that plagues black women more than anybody else. When you don't like the message, you attack the messenger. I'm the wrong fucking messenger because I don't give a fuck. I got my wife of 26 years. We've been together 32 years, right? My kids are grown. One of my kids about to get married. She's about to get married. My son's graduated. He has a great job, right? My family is straight. So you can't shame me for shit. I did everything right. I came from the streets, but I changed the shit. But the attacking the messenger doesn't change the message, right? So I'm going back and forth. One of the chicks, she's 40 years old. She's trying to tell me about this, that, and the other. I said, hey, let's keep it real. Streets say you got a baby in your belly. Oh, that don't matter. You're a single mother at 40 who has kids by two or three other people. What the fuck are you doing right? Because you have children. You got to show. You got to be an example. And if black women feel like black men won't protect them, then you got to protect yourself. And what does protecting yourself mean? It means not choosing a piece of shit man to bring into your life, to bring into your kids' life, and not raising your sons and your daughters to become those pieces of shit you don't like. But we gotta get over this. City girls, sexy red, that shit, like they encourage that shit. And that's crazy. And so I'm having a discussion this morning with the chick who's like, oh, we support, I don't know if it's Sookie, forgive me, I don't be into that shit. I don't know the music like that. Not that kind of shit. But we support Sookie and Big Red because everybody else hates him and we know what it's like to be hated by everybody. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. You don't support something because people hate it. You support something because it's the right thing to do. And I said, listen, no disrespect to you, but it's over for y'all. And y'all being the older single women who are 40 plus years old, it's over for y'all. And I don't mean like you can't find love. I'm saying stop trying to dictate what the dating market does. The dating market doesn't give a shit about you. And that's not fair, but that's just reality. We don't make the rules, we live by it. I said, but you're fucking it up for the young women who are being raised to think this is what a woman should be. Now, you can be whatever you want to be. Man, woman, behavior is yours. But if you decide you want to be a wife or a husband or a mother or a father, there's some rules to the shit. You cannot be a wife if no husband picks you, right? And you can't be mad at a man who has standards that he says, listen, if I'm gonna marry this woman, she has to meet these standards. That's normal behavior. But today's women is just crazy. So I'm going back and forth with these women because I'm like, y'all are fucking it up for the younger women who actually have a chance. But you are raising these girls and telling these girls they don't need a man, and you don't need a man. But if you want to raise a family, or you want to have a baby, or you want to be a wife, you kind of need one. Again, excluding, what I'm saying, the gay community, lesbian community, whatever. I'm not no disrespect to them because I've got some lesbian friends who have kids, right? And they're doing great. That two-parent structure is necessary. It's it's beneficial to the children, but we are raising our children just to not to say, hey, you don't need a man, you can do it all by yourself. But then we get mad that men aren't protecting them. Like you can't have both. You can be equal or you can be special. You cannot fucking be both. That applies to everybody. I don't care who you are. So I just wanted to make this quick video real quick, man, because this shit is driving me crazy. Y'all gonna hear some more about this. I'm gonna continue this one later. I just had to stop everything I was doing to say, fuck that, we're gonna drop this. Kevin Samuels was right. I was wrong. Giving bro his props, his flowers, his points, however you want to roll with it. Um, Listen, I'm coming back at it. And if anybody disagree, or if you agree, you want to get on this shit, hit me up. Email me at podcast@feelingsnotincluded.com. You can, you know what I'm saying, drop your shit. We'll get you on the show. Because we gotta, this is some major shit we gotta keep going on. So y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all day. Peace.